What's up, everybody? Time to take on a serious issue again. And this one is gun control and gun violence in our society. Now, I don't know about you, but I hear the politicians talk. I see the headlines. Gun control, gun control. No, don't get me wrong here. We need serious gun control laws that make sense not on every single level. Federal, state, local. And by serious gun control laws that make sense, I'm talking about a mandatory waiting period to purchase a handgun, and depending on the situation, rifle, any gun. With very rare and extreme exceptions, there's no reason why most people who can legally own a gun, nothing in their criminal, whatever the law may state, criminal background, not a problem. Mental stability, not a problem. Whatever. I can go out and buy a handgun anytime I wanted to. Don't know one, not my thing, personal thing, and unless my life would be directly threatened to the point where I would feel that I would have to carry one for protection, it would have to be an obscenely extreme circumstance for that to happen with myself. I have no problem waiting 3 days for a background check, for a thorough background check to go through and say, hey, look, you're free and clear. We have, the laws state, and on the federal, state, and local level, we have absolutely no problem with you owning a handgun or a gun for any type of matter. Now that's clarified. Now here's something I've asked politicians on local, state, and even a couple of congressional people, candidates. It's always in my interview questions for the media. The strictest gun control laws on the planet, that our universe has ever seen, in all honesty, are completely useless and a waste of time because of one simple fact. If you can't get them legally, if you cannot buy a gun legally, you can get it on the streets or through some other illegal channels. And the question I asked that I'm still waiting for an answer for, big surprise, is how can we get the guns off the streets? I know you can't completely eliminate it, but how can we do a very serious crackdown on the illegal purchases and the illegal guns that you can acquire if you can't get it through legal methods? Because I guarantee you want to go out and kill someone, if a person wants to go out and kill someone, they'll find a way to do it. Plus, let's throw another, just for the hell of it, for an annoyance factor. Let's throw something else into this equation here. And I'll get to I'll wrap this up and figure out the equation in part 2. People, long before guns were invented, long before gunpowder was invented, we still found ways to kill each other. Whether it was with picking up a big rock, whether it was knives, swords, arrows, whatever. Now again, don't get me wrong, you're talking to someone that survived a violent crime. One of the things to the core of my existence is standing against violence, period. Domestic violence, violent crime, whatever. In any way, shape, or form. But as human beings, we find ways to kill. So I'm going to get to something, I'm going to flip this around from prevention, from reaction, and possible future prevention to something that I actually addressed with the drug problem. I'm not talking about just opioids. I'm talking across the board, everything from marijuana to heroin, crack, and meth. Okay. But I'm going to address something completely different in part 2. But just think about this. Think about the equation so far. gun violence with guns, whether fully automatic, semi-automatic, whatever. One person gets shot, killed with it, injured or killed with a gun, that's one too many. One animal gets injured or killed with a gun, with the exception of hunting purposes, that's one too many. All right. That's gun control laws, part one of the equation. Part two, human beings, another part of the equation. We find ways to injure and kill, period. And add something into the equation in part two. Take care, everybody. Hopefully you find this interesting. It gets you really thinking on gun control laws, guns, gun violence, and violence in general from a little bit of a different aspect. Please go to thanks to sponsors page. Support those people and businesses, because without them, nothing could happen. Without their financial support, I wouldn't be able to keep going and doing this. And to everybody out there, as always, thank you very much for the support. You have no idea what it means to me. Michael Phoenix, founder and staff of Surreal City, and its online media, its predecessor, Valley and Beyond. Spring is here. The weather's still interesting at times. Take care, stay safe, get out with your friends, family, and enjoy every moment.